Back to stealing souls. Stealing souls and smoking bowls. That's what we do around here. But more specifically, it's just going to be... The entire plan today is just a bunch of grinding, I suppose. Quote-unquote grinding, let's just go with that. Because there's a bunch of stuff that you can do at this point in the game that I have just not yet done. You know, things like just basic... what would you even say? Health getting, as well as other stuff like that I've just kind of been neglecting going through the game at the pace that I have. Stuff that is probably going to be useful for doing old Steely Soul mode, old Steely Dan mode. That's the run where your challenge is to never go back to your old school. Anyway, I'd probably, when it comes to putting this in the video, I'm going to end up cutting around an awful lot, considering that I'm not really going to be in any danger or run into much difficulty or anything like that. It's just like, here's where I go and get money for 2 hours or something. Yeah, we'll see. As it is. I kind of planned to do this off-screen originally, which is why this is yet another completely different save file. That's right, I did it again. Silksong Roguelite Edition. That's the way I play it. What do you mean you don't just restart the game every couple hours? Why not? You're really missing out on an experience of some variety. Now, you know what? Get out of here, you. I guess the only real difference from the previous one is that I now have Weave Light. Decided to go do the dual Moss Mother fight. I don't really think that's that big of a deal, considering it's, despite being a boss, he's not much of one. It's a fairly simple boss, all things considered. It's, you know, the Moss Mother fight? Well, now there's 2 of them. And you have a weapon upgrade this time. 2. And you also got the upgrade for the crest as well. Presumably. I mean, I suppose it's possible that you might not have, that you would be able to find that before you found Ava, but obviously not the case for me. The point is that I am doing this in this particular order. Oh, and I suppose, yeah, there is actually one other difference. I did get the Moss Melon Druid's quest reward thing. Not that I really think that's going to be, you know... Games you restart over and over for post-game content. Post-game content! Oh, no, I haven't even... You gotta remember, I haven't even finished the true ending of this game as of just yet. I'm at the final boss, which I have not even fought but a single time. Then why are you continuously playing this game over and over? Don't you want to go, you know, finish it? Look. If there's one thing that you know by being on this channel, it's that I play games in a very, very normal way. Extraordinarily normally. And not in the usual sort of YouTube way where it's just like, hey, I'm playing it with, you know, no healing or whatever. Or like I'm playing it with no backwards. White key, eh? Hey, wait a second. Don't you normally have to pay for that from the shopkeeper? Does she just take it from the corpse behind her and I just never went over this far? Well then. All right then, fair. I guess I didn't... I mean, it just... Once again, I play games in a very normal way, so things like just looking around a single area entirely is maybe the most normal way that I do it. Anyway, continuing on here. Yeah, I had absolutely no idea about that. I was just bought it from the shopkeeper. Yeah, I found this 5 feet over to the left. Or right, whichever one. Look, directions are hard. I think we're all only too aware of that sort of thing. But yeah, plan is going to be that this is not... I'm not really going to be in much danger today. Although I could also go fight the Clockwork characters. Or not, whatever. There's plenty of stuff to do before I even go fight any more bosses at this point. I pretty much just went through Act 1 easily, and then, you know, haven't really done... Now you get over here. You know what, get a little bit farther over here. Pretty much just went through Act 1, and that's about it, right? There you go. Hate those bell-throwing characters. Did I hit that a second time? Why do I keep doing that? It's because they put it in front of me, and the way that I play these games is that I will hit buttons that are in front of me. I don't need, like, Persona 5 to tell me every single time there's a button in front of me to go and press it. I will actually just do that naturally. I have been doing a lot of the Persona 5 transcription again. For anybody who's following that, which is nobody, I hope you're all enjoying my sacrifice. There was literally a point in the transcription that... Why did I do that? Literally a point in the transcription that I was doing right before this where they did a flashback to a scene that literally happened 30 lines before that point. It's like, that was the previous scene. It was probably in-game time about 2 minutes. That's Persona 5, baby! We literally don't expect you to pay attention to anything in this story. Act 1 had a ton of bosses, and some of them looked hard. It didn't really have, like, it wasn't, like, too many, all things considered. It was, what, in total, yeah... Well, at least from what I fought in Act 1, there was... How many? Moss Mother, Bell Beast, Lace, that's 3. Splinter. Oh, 4th chorus, yeah. That's 5. Widow and Last Judge. Yeah, about 7. I guess that is a good amount. 7's a good amount of bosses. Let's not downplay the idea that like, 7 is not that many. That's a good amount of bosses. That's about as many bosses you're going to be fighting in your average Mario game. All right, go open up some shortcuts here, probably more than anything else. Going to be handy. Which, I mean, considering the fact that I could not possibly afford any maps, I think this is the right direction. Why did I do that? For some reason, I thought I could get the dash attack in there. No, a little bit too close. Whatever. Get back here, get back. Get back doing it with you. Okay, yeah, I forgot there was a second one. Right. Okay, you know what? Here. Because they can actually do 2 damage with that sort of attack. I should probably watch out. There is that sort of stuff where just because I say that it's like, hey, I am probably not going to be in danger, that doesn't mean that I will not be in danger at all, period. Oh, no. I'll still be in danger. There's still a chance that I might die here. In fact, I should probably go take on the one thing that I think has the only chance of killing me, which is to say the Hunter's March over there. You do also get the cracked mask from that, which I think is probably going to be worthwhile. Mayhaps. Or mayhaps not. Yeah, but probably it will be. That feels like... I mean, it is more or less an extra 2 masks, depending on how much damage a boss does. If you get it. Seems good. Get out of here, you. And get out of here, you as well. In fact, just get out everybody here. Trying to go through the prison, and you're not making this very easy on me. Now, if I could go... The main thing that I'm looking for here is the grappling hook string deal. That's going to be the one that opens up also getting The double jump, which is just right over here at this point in time. And that's, you know, all of your main movement things. I think there's a couple other things you can get eventually, but that's the main ones. As it is, I guess, right now. Go back to the Hunter's March. Yeah. Or at the very least, Bell Heart, so that I can go and get all the rest of the quests over here. Actually, I think I might have already picked up all the quests. I don't remember. I did. 428. Hey, what do you got? Memory locket. Okay, I mean, hey, it's something. I don't know how much I'm going to be using it. If I am going to be grinding out basic stuff right now, I suppose I'll probably take you. Hey. Because why not? But as it is, it's kind of questionable as to what I'm actually going to use for the most part, because I've been practicing without any tools. Well, looking for silver bells here, which feels like one of the most frustrating quests to do because for some reason they never spawn nearly as much as you want them to. It's just constantly going back and forth looking for that sort of thing to happen. But here we are. Hey, there you go. At least that's handy. For now. It's a funny bit. And also a frustrating bit. Okay, then. I don't know why I decided that I was going to stop being patient right then, but here we are. I'm actually getting 3 bells here. I've done this quest before. I feel like they were not as common as you wanted them to be. Get out of here, you. Trying to go through. I don't think they ever explained why bells in this game. Like, there's certainly a lot of them. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I remember that one. And that one. Okay, no, I'm actually getting fairly lucky when it comes to getting these bells. Cool. That makes things at least somewhat more convenient when it comes to doing this quest. Okay, fine. Because bells hang from string. There's a lot of things that hang from string. There you go. And that'll lead me right over here. You know, there is also the fun minigame, which I got 174 coins. Oh yeah, I actually fought this guy earlier. I forgot about that. Doesn't really matter though, I suppose. Once again, I doubt that I was going to die against Big Ant. Well, maybe. Hi. No, we're doing it. We're going to do this one for real for some reason. As far as minigames go, I feel like this one's one of the least offensive minigames. 15 times. Come on. Good. Nope. Whatever, I got the... Again, I have the money for it, I suppose. Should be able to do it. And you get stuff for it, after all. Come on. Doing good. It goes faster than I expect it to. I will say that. That's the thing that I should be keeping in mind. Is that 9 now? Good. Oh, it's got to be higher. Okay. Come on. The 15's not that bad. At least compared to the other mini games that exist in this, I feel like I can probably do this. Hello, welcome to Steel Soul grinding stream, where I grind, more or less. That's at least the plan. There you go. Ha ha ha. Which restart is this time now? I don't know, like 7, 8? There's so many restarts. Like, how can you even count that high? Yeah? Good. Oh my god. $15, there you go. I done did it, and only like 100 rosaries down or something. Yes, what do I win? Tool pouch expanded. Kind of expected, given events that happen later in the game. Oh, At least that's what I'm thinking. Hey, a tool. When am I going to... I guess there's nothing that says that I can't use tools in this particular run, right? You got anything else, by the way? 25, 10... Nah. While something I could probably do, it's... I don't know. What am I doing? Hunter's March, I suppose. That's going to be the big one, right? Still, regardless, it's just like getting enough... tools will still probably be useful in this if I choose to make them. It's just that the thing is, a lot of the stuff I've been practicing has just been pin only, so I don't know. I mean, it's kind of questionable as to if I want to try and stray from that and start using different things, because that could easily just lead to tragedy. Easy for a pro gamer like yourself. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you gotta remember, I'm not actually like good at playing the game. I just played it a lot. That's the real thing. The real secret sauce is practice. Has absolutely nothing to do with any sort of professional video gamesmanship. Congratulations on freeing that Awu. I guess I'll have to do it eventually, right? Or will I? Because I'm still not planning on doing 100% here just yet. Or ever. Or at any point in time in the near future or far future. Any one of these things. And there's no real reason to have rosary necklaces in old Steely Dan mode. So, may as well just do that right now. What's your favorite Steely Dan song? What's your favorite Steely Dan album? I mean, I suppose it doesn't have to necessarily be a song. Yeah, fine. Come on, Chad, I know you have one. There's a countdown to ecstasy. Pretzel logic. Your age is showing. You don't have to be old to enjoy the works of Steely Dan. Also, this is hardly the first time that I talked about Steely Dan on the channel. It's basically like a weekly thing if I streamed weekly. And I don't. Oh, hey, come on. Hey, come on. Cut that out. I can't believe you would do that to me. I am going to murder you and your entire family. There you go. Get wrecked, idiot. Once again. Okay, come on now. Oh my god. Well, that's Steel Soul mode again. Good stuff. If only I didn't get hit twice while trying to heal. All right, well, who's ready to do Steel Soul mode one more time? It's me. I'm ready. In fact, you know what? We're going to go and redo the entire YouTube video here as well. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have went back and got the Silk Needle Storm thing. All right, everybody get ready to do it again. So what am I doing? Going back, Jack, to do it again. Apropos, really. It is. It's true. All right. So it's no secret that I've been practicing this game an awful lot. So why even bother with doing a regular run? Oh, no, no, no. We're getting back in here, and we are doing Steel Soul mode. Hey, that's exactly what I should have been doing from the start. I think if there's ever going to be any sort of third game or something in this franchise, I'm not even going to bother with doing a video on a regular mode. We'll just jump right into Steel Soul. And I have been practicing this an awful lot since the game has been out for a while now, so I should do pretty good. We'll see. I have a tendency to die at very embarrassing times in some of the previous attempts on the stream so far. We'll see. How's the backlog for YouTube vids? I'm currently about an hour into Cookie Clicker, second episode, and more or less final. Still gotta go do Lingo. Still gotta go do the rest of that XCOM video that I'm doing. XCOM's about, what, 2 hours in? So, I've been working on that. And also working on YouTube transcripts. No, on finally doing the Persona transcripts, in case you've been looking forward to that. Which, if so, I mean, it's going to happen eventually, certainly. All right. In the meantime here. I never forget how slow it is to go through this. It's like a real Hollow Knight game now when you don't have the dash. Really should have just given you the dash from the very beginning here. I really do miss it every time that I have to go through the entirety of the game again due to Steel Soul mode being Steel Soul mode. It's not even the bosses. That's the whole thing. It's like you think it's the bosses. It's not the bosses. It's the regular enemies, and especially the kill rooms that are the things that are really tripping me up. Oh yes. There's also more Skong. Of course. Can never forget about more Skong. I mean, certainly I think just doing regular mode, any percent, that's what it's called, is going to, for Steel Soul mode is going to be the plan. I'm still personally waiting, now that I have largely finished the game at the very least, on my other save file there, to see if they want to change the last nail upgrade you get from being locked behind mini games. That's of everything in this game, I've been quite enjoying Skong. A lot more than I expected to. But it is, simply put, having to do mini games to get a nail upgrade that is just, that was the straw. That was the final straw for me. So I'm kind of hoping at some point Team Cherry makes it so that at the very least there's some sort of alternative way to do that. If not, just give you the nail upgrade material directly. The equivalent back in original Hollow Knight is you just get it. For some reason they decided here it's just like, okay, so now you need to do the entire thing you did back in Hollow Knight and then also play a bunch of mini games. While getting high scores, too, no less. Is that supposed to be the thong song? Shameful. You should be embarrassed. Yep. For even bringing up... I know, talking about Steel Soul mode, I was referencing Steely Dan earlier, but I feel like that's less embarrassing than referencing the thong song ever. Come on already. I know you're gonna die here. Just do it already. Ah. There. I wanted to try and do that without getting hit, just to look cool, but, you know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. As it is... Get it on, bang a skong. I'm actually okay with that. It's, Is that... Dinosaur Jr.? Who did that song? You know, I have no idea. No, I'm thinking of something else. Practice do be showing. I mean, again, it's just... The thing is, bosses are very consistent. Well, most of them. One hit away. I did get hit a second time, but that's kind of because I gave up on the after the first one. Ah. No, you want to see me go do a perfect boss? Well, let's see when we get to the last judge. I feel like that boss I have down pretty well. Although at some points I'll just kind of be greedy and still take a hit regardless. But for the most part, I feel like I have that boss on lockdown. Which is funny considering what a bottleneck it is for a lot of people. We'll get there soon enough. I don't know. It's one of those things where at first I was kind of like looking at the lore and everything like that. But let's be real. There are literally people on YouTube who are going to like do frame by frame analysis videos for this sort of stuff. Why do I even need to worry about that? Especially considering I'm mostly concerned with... Hey, Pilby. Especially considering that I'm mostly concerned with just playing on Steel Soul mode at this point in time. Whatever. Any sort of plans for this type of stream? He's just going to be... Get to probably Act 2... and then split it up into at least 2 different streams. And then overall, really just go for, I don't know, I'm thinking about 2 hours each if I can make it at there. Might do like a second sort of grinding stream depending on how well prepared I feel like for the second half of the game. But that's at least what I'm looking at for right now. Shoutouts to Mossbag. Shoutouts to old Ass Jim himself. I don't know. I've never actually watched any videos by that guy. I just know of him. I'm sure is working on the frame-by-frame analysis of Skong right now. Yeah. As it is, it's just like, oh, sure, do I care about lore? Absolutely. I do love me a little bit of lore. As during that first Steel Soul stream, we talked a lot about Hornet not actually being Old Void style. I really thought that she was created in the same way that the vessels were, but I guess not. They did confirm that in this game that she is part worm, part weaver, which is interesting. And I had to be told that apparently that was a point of contention among the Hollow Knight fandom, which I had absolutely no idea. That was just my takeaway from the game there. Who knew? Oh yes, and also talking about mating habits of various characters in the series, but that's just because you are all perverts. Which, I mean, to be fair, if there was a way that I was going to describe my streams, it would be for, you know, classy, modern-day perverted people. So, I suppose that's fair. Just keep up at full health so I can always heal at any point in time. That's the real plan. Boy, oh boy. Also, speaking of Cookie Clicker, I do have it up in the background. I'm going to go switch around some soil over in the garden. Soon enough! Don't worry, everybody. Soon enough. If you've been waiting 6 months for episode 2, it's coming here. So cringe. What are you referring to being as being cringe? Because like obviously I have that as a tag in my stream. So yes, obviously I'm cringe. But what else could you be referring to? Unless that's also something that Mossbag talks about, which I'm not familiar. As stated before, I've never actually watched anything from that guy. I just know of their existence. I don't know. I think Hollow Knight's a pretty easy to follow series with absolutely no sort of like twists or odd things happening about it at all. Which is of course why I got that whole thing about Hornet being part void wrong. As you do. Made sense to me. You only cringe when you talk about Sonic? What's wrong with Sonic? One of the most popular video game characters of all time? Perhaps one of the most recognizable? I want to say Mario's still the most recognizable, but you know, certainly about there. Streams are for classy pervs, so cringe people. Yes, that's right. If that's what cringe means, then that's what I'll take it to mean. And nothing else. Oh yeah, I don't have the magnetite thing yet, do I? One of the worst game series ever made. One of the worst opinions ever made by a human is what I just heard right there. Also the weird fandom that comes with it. You mean the best and classiest fandom that has ever existed that comes with it. You mean the world's wrongest human. You, right now. Ugh. Just absolute terrible opinions by the chat in this stream. 2 words. Pregnant Sonic. Yes, that's a classic part. Look, you have not lived until you've seen the sort of the classical art that has come out of the Sonic's gestational period. Let me tell you, it is art. And I'm not just, and I'm talking like mixed medium and everything too. We got paintings, we got like interpretive dance, we have, you know, full on human-sized sculptures. By the way, Sonic is 10 meters tall. I don't know if you know that, but that is canonical. You remember the 9/11 Sonic fan art? Well, who can forget? Do you remember the one of really buff Sonic, or maybe it was Shadow, praying in front of a cross? That's one of my favorites. And this is the sort of thing that happens on these streams. Extremely classy. Doc Firebird streams for fancy lads. That's the subtitle. That's a classic. It is. Or are you asking if that's a classic? Because it still is. As it turns out, your shock and I'm assuming appallment does not make it any less of a classic. I think there might also be a buff Chow in there too for some reason. And when I'm saying buff, I of course mean that the muscles are good. That the muscles are literally like 90% of their bodies. Like I don't know if you see a lot of muscular Sonic art. Often the heads are very tiny. Y'all need Jesus? What do you think we're talking about? He's praying to a cross. A cross! There could be nothing more holy. I should have all 3 now. Doc, I'm sorry. Exactly. You should be. It's like V. Wait, I don't think I actually. Okay, yeah, I need to turn them in too. There's not a get quest and then immediately turn in. Team Cherry thinks of a lot of things. They don't think of everything, though. Doc, I'm sorry. I keep making terrible arguments. Fair enough. I will accept your apology. Look, I talk about all the time how if this stream and my entire channel, if nothing else, is a Christian stream. Deeply, if you were playing NetHack, you would be piously aligned. How's that for cringe? Jesus, them. Chat has deviant arted away from the commandments of Sonic. Fair enough. And that's really all that it comes down to. Sonic even once fought Mephistopheles, who is, of course, an evil version of Sonic that was trapped inside of a scepter, I think? That was back in Sonic 06. Well, we'll get to that eventually, because that Sonic 06 is on the list. I just don't have a way to record it. You know, they were going to make a PC port for Sonic 06, and for some reason that they never did. No idea why that's the case. Like, to deprive everybody that didn't have an Xbox 360. I actually have surprisingly little health. Maybe I should be slightly more cautious. Only slightly, though. I didn't realize that I was already 1 health down, right? Yep. Okay. There we are. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. Why was I mean, and the thing is, it's like you can just keep hitting that silk, you know, that the beast is trapped in to constantly get extra silk. So I could have easily just healed there, and I just chose not to. I was being embraced by the spirit of Sonic Jesus, of Jesus the Hedgehog. That's my OC. Do not steal. I swear to God, if you steal it, I'll know. Okay, you know, the thing is about Sonic and Sonic 06, like, yes, making out with an adult woman, it was clearly supposed to be more of a fairy tale, you know, Snow White sort of thing. It was not supposed to be, like, oh yeah, baby, if there's one thing I always wanted to do, it's see Sonic making out with a human woman. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's plenty of people who would say that, but still. Hey, Julius, we're talking about Sonic. And just in general, and so we're talking about Sonic and how Sonic relates, of course, to the Christian Bible. Welcome to the stream. Also, I died again, so I have to restart the entire run. So, you know, that's where we've been at for a while. This is the life that I lead. Nothing personnel, kid. It casually does 2 damage to you. Anyway. God the Hedgehog. Jesus the Hedgehog. Do you think, like, Eggman... Do you think Eggman was created in God's image in the Sonic universe? Or was it Sonic created in God's image? Sort of questions that I don't think... frankly, I think that Sega is just too cowardly to answer this. Also, I do want to remind everybody when I played Cult of the Lamb that my cult was based around Sonic. Which I think also says a lot. Why do I keep going back to this well? Oh no, I feel like we're realizing something interesting about Doc Firebird. I'm not entirely sure what, but... We're going to look back on this in a couple of years and be like, oh, okay, now that makes sense. Now I understand Doc Firebird's Sonic Chapel for cool chili dog eating dudes. It's just, where did he get that Pope hat that had a gigantic Sonic the Hedgehog on it? Ah, well, it is the most popular religion in the world. Who are we to question it? And that's what's going to happen. I'm sure you... The funny thing is, despite playing Sonic for years, I never had an OC. When I played the game, like, you know how people would draw OCs or, like, draw characters of games they played? I would actually draw levels and whatnot of games that I wanted to see. Or, like, what it would look like on a TV and whatnot. Like, hey, I want to... So, you know, when we get, like, the CRT part here, and, you know, you're looking at it at a distance. I want it to kind of look like this, you know, like a mock-up type of thing for my Sonic game. The funny thing is I actually had no particular love for, like, Sonic the character himself. Assume your OC was a bird. They didn't have birds in Sonic the Hedgehog until, like, what, I was an adult or something? God, because it was Sonic the Fighters that I think introduced Bean the Dynamite, who of course was a duck. Then the Sonic Air Riders, who introduced the, like, jet and whatnot. Also, Sonic the Fighters is just an entirely weird game by itself. The one where they, for some reason, had 8 Chaos Emeralds. For, again, reasons that nobody can possibly fathom. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed and reflect on this. Remember to say your prayers to Sonic. Or the, you know, let's be honest. If there's going to be one character that's going to be like the scion of God, it's going to be Knuckles. I feel like Knuckles is the most religious of the Sonic characters. Or at least has the potential of that. Obviously, most people are going to focus on Sonic because, well, he's the... It's his game. Feels like a Knuckles kind of guy. I mean, yeah, it's like I don't like to chuckle. I'm just flexing my knuckles? No, it's flexing my muscles. They rhyme muscles with with chuckles. Am I remembering that correctly? I don't know. I think Shadow is legitimately one of the best characters in the Sonic franchise. He actually has, I mean, yes, is it very stupid and silly? Yes, but he actually does have a lot more personality than people give him credit for. Okay. This is not a hot take. I feel like a lot of people like Shadow, considering that he's one of, if not the newest character that has managed to stick around for most every Sonic property. You know, that entire thing. Again, it's not like a good character, but it is more character than whatever the hell Sonic has 90% of the time. He's the newest. He is absolutely not the newest character. I'm just saying he's the newest character that has managed to stick around for a bunch of entries. Like, when's the last time you saw, like, Silver? When's the last time you saw Blaze the Cat? Probably will appear occasionally, but... When's the last time you saw that one, like, weird flying monkey guy from Sonic Unleashed? Or like God, what are the other characters that have appeared in more recent Sonic games? It's hard to even remember because they kind of haven't really been doing that as much. I thought Silver was Shadow. No. Shadow is Vegeta. Silver is Future Trunks. I think that should cover it. They're not even trying to hide it. 1,000 years in the time prison, breaking bones eternally. I mean, that's kind of what happened in Sonic Forces. Except when you actually find Sonic in the prison, he's just like, whoa, it took you long enough to get here. Whoa, guys, it took you long enough to get here. That's my Sonic voice. Something on Dragon... Oh, the fact that Sonic is explicitly Dragon Ball has never been a secret. I feel like Super Sonic alone kind of set that in stone, if nothing else. Isn't Shadow Mewtwo? Yeah, kind of, but... Actually, about when would Shadow have come out? Nah, Shadow would definitely have come out after original Pokemon. But look, I don't know if you know this. A lot of anime tropes exist that people to this day still use. Some of which are because they're good. Some of which are for reasons that I can't even fathom myself. Hey, you. Hey, you, the weird horse. Get over here. But yeah, Shadow, of course, is a manufactured via evil scientist / evil alien technology on a space station. As you do. Look, I outline all of this in my playthrough of Crosscode. Just go watch that. Anyway. They have the Death Star. They do indeed have the Death Star. Once again, one of those things that they barely even tried to explain in any way, and they may as well have just been like, you know, like a Star Wars. How far have you managed to get in Steel Soul? I mean, well, here, we can... Wait, no, I want to... Let me get to a bench here first. But honestly, it's just... we're talking... My practice file, at least, is... The latest boss that I'm working on is Trobio, who is pretty inconsistent compared to a lot of other bosses, which is what's making him a little bit more... Slightly more difficult than other characters, or other bosses that I've been fighting. It's those balls, you understand. Those pyrotechnics that he loves to employ. Like, I can do it over 50% of the time, complete the boss fight, but... I don't know. I mean, they have Super Saiyan in Sonic 3. They have Super Saiyan all the way back in... Was it Sonic 2 it was first introduced? I don't think it was the first game. I don't think they introduced Super Saiyan into Sonic 1. I think that was Sonic 2. Sonic Frontiers when? How do people feel about Sonic Frontiers? How's the general... I mean, right now, I do have on my list Sonic Mania and Sonic 06. Heard any of the Sonic Eggman shitpost and copy pastas? Probably not. At least that does not ring any bell as of right now. Okay, yeah, if I go and save and quit here. So the current other Steel Soul file that I have... Yes, I have more than one. Why do you ask? It's about right here. So, like, you can see basically kind of what I have at the moment. I'm still basically right before the Clock Tower duo. I cannot remember what their name is. Clockwork Dancers. Just kind of going through a bunch of junk there. Still have not bought any maps. So yeah, that's about where I'm at in the other save file right now. It is I have no doubt in my ability to take on the Clockwork Dancers. I feel like they're very doable. Not a real taxing boss fight. Frontiers is a solid, fun time, like a 7.5. Fair. I like Frontiers because I like Shadow of the Colossus. I also like Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know what comparison there could possibly be between those games. But then again, I have not played both of them, so, you know. Who knows? Hard to say in that way. Got some Dragon Ball moments. Well, of course. Again, Sonic's DNA is derived largely from Saiyan. Sonic's like 50% Saiyan. Which is why it's so easy for him to go Super Saiyan. I don't know. I haven't watched Dragon Ball in years, and to be honest, I never really liked Dragon Ball all that much. That's right. I said it. I don't think that's that controversial, right? Right? Yeah. It's not. Nah. Okay, fair. Anyway, let's go get over to Lace. Another boss that I don't really think should provide a problem, but we'll see anyway. We shall see anyway. You know, maybe I also want to just go... What do I got for money? Honestly, not too bad. Maybe I'll go grab the bell. Although, do I need to get craft metal for the bell? I think I do. Let me go grab that right now. I mean, why not? I don't have anything else. I mean, the only other thing that I have to put on is the melon, which... Why not just give myself a slight advantage? I'm not actually speedrunning here or anything. You can skip Lace here and get a unique interaction before Blasted Steps. Hey, it's me, Silksong! And my cool dog. I can imagine that. It's just I have no idea how you would skip that. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to be able to do that, though. Yoink! Now I should not have to worry about falling into lava. At least as much. I'll just skip this on the other save file, but, you know, also... Whatever. It's fine. Through the door in deep docks you can open... Oh, yeah! And with fleas. Oh, yeah, I suppose... Well, how many fleas can you really get realistically with? But yeah, like the door you can open in deep docks. That is true. You can just kind of bypass that. If you so wanted to. I mean, frankly, it's not that hard of a boss fight. Lace is not really bringing her A game to this. So... whatever, I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. I mean, certainly doing fun alternate stuff would be something for... Ring that bell, baby. Doing fun alternate stuff would be when I'm not doing Steel Soul mode, probably. Because I know, like, the Deep Docks area is kind of tough. Like, a little bit tough at the very least. Get wrecked, idiot. And get wrecked to also idiot. Second idiot. Ah, not as impressive there. All right. Ah, we can do that. Come on now. Ah. You can get 5 fleas, but you need to wait until Deep Dock's door, and with the fleas you can skip the cloak if you'd want. I feel like the cloak is kind of essential for doing a lot of the platforming in the game, so I imagine that's probably kind of a rough ask. Cloak's pretty good, not gonna lie. I do quite like having it. It's me. Give me the stuff. It is... Yep, okay. It does, in fact, cost that. And I barely have enough. As much as I would also like to go get the other thing there, too. I never even equipped up the melon, so... Well, there you go. It only takes 5 fleas to be able to skip that, eh? I mean, it doesn't really matter. None of the bosses are super hard that I would be skipping. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't actually have the cloak now, do I? But also, I don't even know where you would get 5 fleas. It's me. Fantastic. Come on now. I can just jump behind her there, and I really should. There you go, see? Oh, but she also has the bell charm, of course. As you do. Hey! Cut that out. Ooh. Alright. There you go. Easy. You can skip Morwing with fleas, though now he actually deals 1 damage contact, and with Saw he's not too hard in the beginning. I don't know, I feel like old Morwing's never been particularly difficult, but yeah, even second guy actually skipped Morwing by doing the fleas there, so pretty aware of that. I mean, it is apparently one of the harder bosses to fight early game. Although I think that just, like, there's so many worse. How can you pick one? Right here, let's just get up to. Even second guy. Yep. Skipped, yeah, you skipped Morwing there, eh? How shameful. How shameful skipping over some of the great boss fights. I assume that you can still fight Morwing later, right? That whole thing. Double damage on contact with this huge... Oh, I don't even know. I don't think I actually got hit with them doing the contact damage. Maybe. Yeah, he just moves to another location. Okay, I kind of thought it was something like that. That felt, you know, about... Team Cherry usually it accounts for that sort of thing. Which other location is it, though? Because you do kind of have a pretty big arena for that. It's not like a... It's kind of a big old one, right? I still haven't fought Morwing, but he started showing up again outside the fast travel. Outside the fast travel? Really? That is a significantly smaller arena. Although not that you really need to move around a whole lot when fighting him, so... Yeah. Fight him in Act 3. Oh, boy. Yeah, it doesn't change the fight too much. I mean, doesn't it? You would think that we'll get buffed up with some of the fun stuff that happens late game. To be a little bit cagey about that if you're still playing the game yourself. I mean, I suppose if you're watching a Steel Soul mode run like this, you probably have at least played a good amount of the game, but try not to spoil anything regardless, right? That's at least my thoughts here. And take a little bit of that. Take a little bit of that before it falls into the abyss. I still have no idea how speedrunners are supposed to do this sort of thing quickly, but I assume there's some way to do so. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, there was apparently also a thing that I missed there. Whatever. Oops. What do you mean, oops? That's not... You didn't do anything. It's like I didn't even like say anything about not doing spoilers. That was just more me trying to explain why I was talking weird like. Because it's just like, what is he talking about? What is he trying to say right now? And it's like, well, basically, if I'm reading chat, I don't want to spoil anything. That's it. I don't care if chat spoils anything. I can do whatever. Yeah. It's like I'm pretty well aware of everything that's happening in the game at this point in time. For the most part, at least. Still some things that I still haven't seen. A couple bosses that for some reason escaped my gaze. But, you know, that whole deal. And start grabbing some of these. Start grabbing some of these. This is at least like a decent way. And then they all immediately fall into the spikes. Do you mind? Yeah. These guys respawn on re-entry of the room, so you can just go back and forth between the... Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought so. That's kind of that would be the strategy. Something like, you know, this sort of deal. Oh, come on. Do you mind? Here's the way the speedrunners do it. It's just that. Yeah. 16. I need, what is it, 25 in total? Grab that, and by grab, I of course mean let fall. Yeah! Cannot get away from this sort of thing. They fall so randomly, erotically. Okay, anyway. There you go. Took me until I had 20 spinal sections to understand how I was supposed to farm them. Yeah, it did take me a while too, to be fair. It's not super clear is the thing. I mean, it makes sense now, obviously. Do you mind? Considering I'm doing it. Do you mind again? Get out of here, Pilby 2, the sequel to Pilby. Oh, wait. I guess that's enough. All right. Now then, go give me my first major movement sort of stuff. That's really all I need. Still don't get how the guys in the Citadel... I'm pretty sure it is random. Because when I've been doing a bit of farming, it's just sometimes they give it. Sometimes they don't. I'm pretty sure there's just a 50% chance or something like that they'll drop one of their weapons. Did it always have that maximum held message? I remember it only getting yellow. I'm not entirely sure what causes that in particular to appear there, but it might be if you try and pick up something after doing that, because I've certainly seen it more than a few times. Dang, I should. Wonder if you can dash out the window to skip this. It does, only if you get extra parts. Okay, so it is exactly that. So when I was grinding up a bunch of rosary beads and I had the maximum amount of rosary strings, I'm pretty sure I was getting that message too. Sometimes when I was like completing quests and forgot to break one of them. Don't know that sort. All right. And then, just because... Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, it's me, Horn. I'm walking here. I'm running here. I'm doing my silly Naruto run. Here. You'll know what I'm talking about. You can see it a lot better if you do the prison escape sequence, certainly. I'm gonna regret standing next to that. There we go. Stop looting the spiky balls. I am not... it's only lewd if you look at it being like that. I said nothing that could be objectionable in any way. Period. At all. No question. Not even a little bit. Well then, next boss coming up here. Let's see how this thing's gonna go. Frankly, I feel like there's just some attacks here with this guy that can be a little bit difficult to dodge. Then again, I do also have the ability to not take significantly less damage with lava, so don't need to worry about that as much, right? Okay, that was weird. A little bit of teleporting there, but not gonna complain. Yep. No, that's way too far away. Just get the thing in the middle back up. That's the real platform that I need more than anything else. Come on. Got like one more phase here more than anything else. Ow. Ouchie. Owie again. Owie, I keep getting hit by falling rocks. Why are they so powerful? Now then, if you don't mind. Almost done. Once again, it's just like, yeah, just falling rocks over and over. There you go. Now that people actually told me about this, it makes this entire part so much easier. Ah! Hey! We didn't even get to see the way to die thing! So many stupid ways to die. That's why what you gotta do is you gotta really play it careful and practice a lot. And that's the entire thing, really. More than anything else, it's just like, just practice everything a lot so you know exactly what you're doing at all points in time. Wait, what? Yeah, you can drop a rock on his head. You can also just fight him normally, which is what I was doing for a really long time there, too. But people told me on stream. Yep, I also was doing that, too. It's just like people told me on stream that it's just like, oh, no, you can drop a rock on their head. That's why you got the air currents there. And it's just like, oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Also deals 1 damage with this attack instead of 2. Legit could have... What? No, the fourth chorus does deal 2 damage with attacks. As far as I know, it's the rocks that don't deal 1 damage. That's why I was able to take 2 shots there, no problem at all. Are you doing the save and quit strat? Absolutely not. What sort of scrub lord do you take me for? No, I do feel like that's a bit cheap. I mean, anything else, though, I suppose goes just fine. No real reason not to use anything proper in the game. It's just like, yeah, saving and quitting is just like whenever you're at low health or whatever. Is just like, come on. Might as well just go play the game regular style then at that point. Indeed. Do you have anything that I can even afford? No. Unfortunately, real skills, real practice. Again, it's not about skills, baby. It's, well, okay, it is about skills. It's just about honing those skills through using the save file rollback feature. Dark Souls speedruns live. Yeah, but this isn't a speedrun is the thing. Oh, no. If you want to do this, absolutely, by all means. I'm just saying that it's just like, for me, I think that's a bit cheap, at least for what I want to do. However, for anyone else, absolutely go for it. Why not? This game's really hard. I mean, I will probably do the save and quit thing to teleport places, just not to try and save myself if I'm dying, basically. But it's just like, yeah, if I don't want to run all the way across the map, I think that's okay, right? Like, that's completely legitimate strat, as far as I'm concerned. Right? Yeah, I want to say so. And just send you right in the water, and I guess I'll grab this thing here for the sake of a little bit of extra meowny, if nothing else. Any sort of money is good money, baby. That's what Gordon Gekko said back in the 80s in the movie Wall Street, and probably also in the sequel, Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps. I don't know, I never saw that one. I also never saw the original one either. So none of this means anything to anyone. Unless you're a huge fan of Wall Street, the movie. No strats allowed. I mean, to be fair, aside from getting the magma bell, I kind of am keeping it pretty simple, all things considered. And I mean, you know, the first time that the last time that I was doing Steel Soul on stream, I didn't even get the magma bell. So there is that. Come on now. How am I missing this character? Oh my god, please. You have one hit left. Like, you don't need strats in this game. Just move around really fast and hit them when they're not hitting you. Right? Like, what more? Whatever. Like, what more do you need here, really? You getting the crest? I don't think I really need the crest is the thing. I genuinely like the OG normal crest. Although it would be pretty simple to get. In the other save file, I've actually just been using crests for save file rollback stuff. Because it does actually create a save file rollback point. How are you not dead? There's Morwing. There he goes. See you soon enough. No, I like Hunter's Crest. I think Hunter's Crest is really good. Oh, wait, actually, I can go through there. What the? What? Didn't you die? No, wait, there's no fall damage in this game. Can't forget about that. Okay, now. Here. Go over here. Fine, you know what? Just go fight this rat instead. How about that? I don't need you, Silk Snipper. I just need the rats. Besides, I'm pretty sure the Silk Snipper, if they do the big snip attack, does do 2 damage, so that would put me at a slight bit of risk. That one, specifically. Not just like the big one. The many small hits. Don't need platforms. And just keep going. I mean, the thing is, I don't even know what sort of tools you can get early game or anything like that. Fairly certain, like, the first one would be going over to Shellwood there. So it's not like I'm specifically going out of my way to avoid most stuff. Oh yeah, I guess I could have gotten the one from the thing. The grab deals 2. Okay. Deals only 2? Did it used to deal more? Did it used to deal an increased amount? Oh boy. I don't know. For the most part, I just try not to get hit by it in the first place, but God knows that maybe not the best at that. It's Morwing. The 50,000 ways that you can avoid this boss, apparently. I somehow did none of them. Yep. Do like the boss fight theme, though. Come on. And do a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, Morwing. You'd think most people would like less swing, but not me. I'm willing to fight you. Oh yeah, if you're close enough to the one place. Ah, come on. Close enough to the side of Bellheart there, the thing will actually just hit that instead. Got him! See, it's not that bad of a fight. All things considered. And a good track there too. In that violin in there. Why am I showing this cutscene? I don't know. It's fun. Perfect fight. No tools. No tools. No nail upgrades. I guess I did actually use one tool, but, you know, are we really counting the magma bell? It doesn't even give me any benefit there. Hit lists. Put it in those weird quadrant thumbnail YouTube videos. You know the ones. And into Shellwood, which is, of course, the same material that Zote made his nail out of. Does that mean anything? Maybe. No, it doesn't. Imagine losing Steel Soul run at the final boss. Whatever. I'll do whatever it requires. I think I actually do want to go over here. Indeed, I do. I mean, honestly, that's the entire reason why it's just like I'm spending most of my time practicing bosses more than anything else, because that's the things that you would expect to kind of finish runs, but they're also a lot more consistent than regular enemies is the thing. Whereas regular enemies are hard. He's the lost Grey Prince of Farloon. Yeah. Yeah, he is. You bet he is. Here. Get on with this sort of thing. He's an actual hero. He's not. Also, he is canonically dead as of my playthrough. I do want to remind everyone of that. Remember, Zote is, and continues to be, canonically dead. You want to step to this? Do ya? Watch out for those flowers. They're enemies. I don't even think I've seen the non-enemy variety of them introduced just yet. Yet. Soon, though. I mean, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's this room. Or, no, it's the next one. All right. I mean, besides the amount of times that I've already restarted these runs and everything, losing at any individual boss I don't think is going to be a big deal. It's just, well, it's not going to be any bigger deal than any other point in time that I'm going to lose, of which has been many. Good. Good. This is why I don't bother fighting enemies. It's me! Just passing through. Okay, then in the meantime... Yeah, certainly I do think you're really getting used to the... Come on now. Really getting used to the pogo has made things much easier, especially in this, the earliest of games. Actually, I should probably go pay for that real quick before I go do much of anything else. Seems important, although I am rapidly running out of rosaries. Spending too much time opening up fast travel routes. I mean, really, that's the real thing. I mean, that's the problem. If they ever make like a Zote game specifically, I'm not going to be able to play it because he is canonically dead. It's like I can't play as a dead character, presumably. Unless that's also the canon that they're taking on, too. Which I don't know. Perhaps. Perhaps not. As it is, though. Get up here, get right to the next boss, right? Yep. Yep. There you go. Remember saying you won't play Silksong either. It's true, but Silksong was good. I don't believe a game with Zote is going to be good. Ah! Zote the Dreamer. Yeah, that's basically what it would be, right? I mean, they did have a dream form. Mr. Splinter, your time has come, etc. Just keep going right for it. And then immediately jump right back up there, eh? You coward! Yeah, come on. Okay, fine then, I suppose. You're actually kind of making things a little bit difficult. Not that difficult, though. Ha-cha-cha, baby. That's how you do it. I mean, it only takes about like 3 hits to kill the ads anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. There you go. I guess I didn't... Those dudes used to do 2 damage, did they? I don't know. I don't know if I ever actually got hit by any one of them before. Usually I just kind of take them out right with the big hit there. There you go. All right then. Oh, right. Those still hurt you. I forgot. Hey. There you go. I think they made Sister do 1 damage instead of 2 in the first patch. Yeah, I mean, like, the big thing is the ads in that fight more than anything else, which can be pretty difficult to deal with, unless you just kind of hit him immediately with the... There you go, get rid of you here first. Let's get rid of them immediately with your silk skill. why did I do this? That was the wrong way to do it. Ads in the Beastfly fight. I was able to deal with the Ads in the Beastfly fight pretty easily just by doing... Oh, this is just getting embarrassing now. I didn't do it the first time. Now I can't do it ever again. Okay, there. Oh, I've broken the curse already. Here, just also get rid of that for good measure. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Beastfly fight. The Needle Storm also does do that. Also does work for that pretty well too. I mean, also for the other fight against them too. I may just go grab that specifically to go and get the what do you call it? Just do stuff later on. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm just leaving. Forget about this place. Ouch. I do not care. I do not like these water striders. Yeah, Storm is the most damaging one. I mean, the most damaging one seems to be the explosion one. Like, you know, the big explosion one. But the enemies more or less have to be not moving. Is kind of the thing, which, I don't know if you've seen Skong. Enemies move quite a bit in this game. Well, there you are. Explosion is random, though. It doesn't seem to be that random. It seems to just, like, specifically target enemies, but it targets enemies where they appear. If they move out of it, then, well, you're kind of stuck. Got him, huh? Alright, let's do it! Why did I run directly into her? Now that's just silly. Of all the ways to take damage, running directly into the enemy is one of them. In fact, it feels like it's the one that I get most hit by. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Why am I saying it like that? That makes it sound weird. Come on now. Yeah, there you go. Come on now. There you go. For phase one. Be careful on this one. Oh, and then they immediately get hit by a bell anyway. But you know, that's just how it goes. Yeah. Come on now. And now let's keep that careful. And then immediately, oh, come on now. That's what happens when you're being a little bit too risky there, right? I got this boss down, but still getting a little bit closer than I should have. That was close. It really wasn't that close because I knew that I could just hang back for a second. Any one of her attacks will give you room to be able to heal, but still. Oh, okay, leaving to avoid spoilers. You hung around that long? Aye. Yeah, it's like, no, you gotta see the next fight. That's the big one, baby! Don't you want to support me being a super cool gamer forever? Is it considering how often I need to do this? Alright. I just gotta get through the Metroid escape sequence, and... well, I mean, you know, there is still very much a chance that I can die at any point here. Just because I feel confident in my ability to take on a boss without taking damage. Well, without dying. Not without taking damage. That's silly. But... that still doesn't mean that it's like... I can't lose. As seen in that Widow fight right there. Hey. That's one of those things like with Dead Cells where it's just like, eventually you just get to a point where, hey, if you die, you die. Just start up a new one, baby. Indeed it does. Or does it? Or does it when everybody is dead in this entire kingdom? And has been for some time. Pew! No easy way to get through this one, eh? Unless there's like a speed run. I mean, I guess you could probably just like start exit speed run route. It's probably not faster. There you go. Now then. Back right to it again. And this time, doing it better. Because I'll actually be able to get a nail upgrade on this one. And then never again. And then I'm probably going to die before I get yet another nail upgrade. Hey. That is what it's like sometimes now, isn't it? You just struggle with the most random of things. Oh. Pliny sharpens your needle ASMR. Planning on doing Steel Soul for the true end only if they change how the mini bosses work for getting the final nail upgrade. The mini bosses, mini games, not mini bosses. It feels bad to be going into super hard mode. Really? It feels bad to be going into super duper hard mode sort of thing when, you know, I can't even fully upgrade the nail. Yeah, here we go. Might not have enough money for that, but I do have enough have to go over here and fight a bunch of birds. Fight that bird that I hate. Which has ended runs before. I mean, as it is, I might still do it, depending on how much I want to pretty much practice the rest of the game. Because ultimately, I've kind of done most everything for practice, aside from, like, the final boss. More or less. Although I'm still working on Trobio there. And whatever. Probably should just be killing these guys for the the one thing if nothing else, but the rosaries, but whatever, it's fine. As it is. Hello, it's me. It's me, the Hornet. I'm the Silksong. You, the Silksong? Yep, me. The Silksong. Can you believe it? I'm a celebrity here. Why am I paying for stuff? Don't you know how long it took me for me to come out? 6 years. 70 whole years. Okay. Man, and suddenly it's just like now that I'm kind of past the boss here, I'm playing significantly worse yet again. Ah, well, whatever. I'm still going to have to do this regardless. But at least now I'm able to get some filthy rags from it. Oh boy. I mean, it is a good quest reward, which is why I kind of wanted to do that even right now, even if I'm not really planning on doing too much else for... Do you mind? Even though I'm not planning on doing too much else, at least for now, for side quests. Really? The rat? Man, do I even want to, like, do this? Or do I want to just go back and get full health before I come back in here? Actually, I don't know if I can. I'm looking at it right now. I think I may be kind of stuck until I do this part. Well. Come on, where you at? There you go. Okay. Now I should be okay. I do quite hate these birds. These bird bugs. There we go. Really? Really again? One more. Really, as long as I'm staying at full health, I should be okay, right? Come on now. There we go. Okay. Now I should be fine. That's really the one enemy that I'm worried about. I hate that one bird that throws the daggers. They are the worst. Now then. Say that wasn't too bad at all, now was it? Still lost at least once. Due to trying to go for that. Due to that particular fight. Ah. There you go. Hi. Yeah, it's like, as far as I know, I don't think you need to do anything more than just the regular ending for, you know, being that completing Steel Soul. It's just, well, 100% is also an achievement by itself, right? How many rags do I have here, really quick? Is that just one more? I'm one more away? Wow. Okay, well, I can just go down here and fight one thing, I guess. Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. I could have just gone back up on the roof of the tavern, which is the entire reason why I'm doing this in the first place. It's the fact that there's birds there. See, and there's the save and exit, but only to do a teleport, not to actually save the run. There's a big difference, you understand. All right. Yeah. An enormous difference. Yep, enjoy. And for my reward, do I have a tool right now? No, I don't think I picked up the throwing needle, whatever it's called, over in the one place when I was doing the mini game. I just kind of decided to do that mini game and then didn't get, you know, the straight pin. Yes. Well, there's also that one throwing pin that you can get over in Shellwood. Maybe I could go do that and... it doesn't matter. It is fine. I don't need to worry about maximizing my damage potential or anything. It's just Steel Soul mode, after all. I can do this with just a regular needle. It's fine. Hey, the Sherman. Okay, now I can actually pay for this. Barely. But it's enough. Go grab the one thing. Maybe we can go grab Weave Light. I do quite like a Weave Light. Yeah, so do I have anything else? Not everything else is going to cost money. Pretty much is sort of what I need to watch out for, more or less. The fact that I am quite poor. All right, Pilby. There they are again. All right. Yeah, we'll go do that. We'll go do Moss. I think that should be pretty good for finishing up Act 1 at the very least. I just like Weave Light more than pretty much any other. Really, this is... Get out of here. Not the time. You turn in the Relics of Belheart? Yeah, that would give me a little bit of money, but I only have the one, and I think it's only worth like a couple dozen or something. It's not a whole lot from what I remember. Oh yeah, I'll grab this too, I suppose. Could have done that, certainly. All right. A little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Followed by getting me an upgrade for the crest. For the only crest that I use, of course. Why do you need any more? Hunter's Crest is the best. Very nice. All right, that'll do there. And then, yeah, just edge of the place. I suppose I can also go and grab the melon there and turn that into to be able to get just a slight bit of extra. Slight bit of extra stuff there as well. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll go throw in this too. At Druid's Eye, sure. Real quick, though. Because I'm probably going to be able to actually use it. Go get the Mask Shard. And another relic to turn in. Because, like, grabbing this one, I think, gives me close to, like, a total of 300 or so, which is decently substantial at this point in the game, certainly. Yoink. Followed by you. Followed by these guys coming in here for some reason. And then just a slight bit of easy parkouring, and you're good. See, when I say that it's easy, that's to make absolutely sure that if I fail it, I look like a fool. But I didn't, so I look like a genius. The most brilliant gamer, the smartest gamer that you'll ever meet. Okay. There we are. All right, Moss Mother. I suppose that it's like this is still a boss. There is still good chance that this could go wrong. But I want to say that it's really not the worst boss, so that'll probably be fine. Probably. Maybe. I kind of really don't need to do much of anything else with that, do I? Whatever. It's fine. The main thing is just to... grab you. Grab you. And it's gone. I do believe it respawns if I go back to a bench, but still. Whatever. It's a small amount of money. It's not going to be a huge, like, bank breaker type of thing. I'll be fine. And I could just go respawn it. It's just, so much work, you understand? Stop hitting the ceiling and come down here and fight me. I'm trying to maximize that damage, not lose focus here. But will obviously... Yeah. Ow, come on now. Dang, that's a lot of rocks. I'm gonna die to the Moss Mother. How embarrassing. I died to the Moss Mother. Wow, that is embarrassing. Well, whatever. Of all things, going against the Moss Mother duo, when it's just like, all I need to do is just not try and heal when we're in... I thought that I was cleared on that one, to be honest. It was a nice run. It could be better. Like, I definitely could have pretty easily went and beat the last judge there instead and not even worried about it.